Welcome to the overview of assignment number 5, the evaluation of a graphic. For your 5th assignment, you will find a graphic like an infographic, chart, graph, diagram, illustration, image, or photograph that you will use in assignment number 8, the technical research report. So you're trying to find a graphic that you can actually incorporate into the final report. Then you will evaluate that graphic and create a slide deck as the assignment artifact. You will use APA format to document your sources. This assignment is worth 125 points, 100 points for the evaluation of a graphic slide deck, and 25 points for the discussion board posts. So the process you will follow. First, make sure you review the instructional content for this assignment. So why do I need visuals? How do I create a professional visual? How do I find visuals? And the radar framework for evaluating information, including appearance. You may also want to review the sample evaluation of a graphic. And just a little note about the sample. If you go to the link in the course, you can see the slides that are in the sample. However, there are annotations on the sample as well, but they would not show up for some reason when I posted the PowerPoint. So you can also go to this link and that will open you up directly in PowerPoint. And then you can click the comment bubbles in order to see the comments on each slide. So not all slides have comment bubbles, but where you see them, you should see the comments in the margin. Please make sure you review the rubric so that you understand how your slide deck will be evaluated. You're going to post a draft of your slides to the discussion board, and then you will engage in peer evaluation where you will be evaluating the drafts of at least 2 other students using the checklist, and you will post your evaluation comments to that discussion board. Once you check your comments from your classmates and or instructor, you'll want to revise your slide deck based on that feedback and then submit a final draft to D2L. Finally, review your instructor's final feedback on your graphic selection. So the format of this assignment should be submitted as a slide deck. So you could use PowerPoint, Google Slides, Prezi, Canva, but some sort of slide deck with a minimum of 7 slides. Now, this is not going to have an oral presentation or voiceover to accompany the slides, so make sure the wording on your slides is clear and complete. And please understand you can use as many slides as necessary considering the clarity of information, the thoroughness of the evaluation, and the design elements appropriate to visuals. Please understand the minimum of 7 slides does not include the title slide or references slide. Please make sure you're using APA style for citations and references. So you have to make sure you include a citation for your graphic and that you include citations and references for any information that you look up regarding the author or the source or anything else. Now, the requirements of this assignment. You should have an introduction where your graphic is clearly shown and has an appropriate in-text citation. And then you also want to make sure you clearly name the title and author, source, or if it's case of an organizational author, and then the date of publication. So you're going to be evaluating the author and source. So if your graphic has a named creator or named author, make sure you're evaluating the authority of both the author, the person, and the source where you found it. Now, if your graphic has an organizational author, and the sample evaluation assignment does have an organizational author, in that case, you'll be evaluating the authority of the entire organization. And make sure you have proper in-text citations and reference entry for any information that you look up about the author, the source, and the organization. And you'll see that on the sample assignment. You're also going to evaluate the purpose and the audience of the graphic. So what is the purpose of the graphic in the original source? Who is the audience of the graphic and or the source, depending. And why is this graphic a really good choice for communicating information? So make sure you look at the instructional content for information about using graphics to communicate information. Then you're going to evaluate the visual elements. So how does this graphic that you're evaluating use appropriate design choices? So make sure you look at the instructional materials about simplicity, focus, consistency, and creativity. And again, when you look at the sample, you will see that the visual elements are evaluated based on different categories. Those categories are not the ones that you have to use. They were just the design choices appropriate for the sample graphic. And then of course you need to address whether or not the information in the graphic is easy to read and easy to understand. Then in the conclusion for your assignment, you need to explicitly explain how this graphic pertains to your problem or the solutions that you're researching, and then explain how you might use this graphic in your technical research report. Now, since this is a slide deck and since it's an evaluation, first and third person point of view are appropriate. And then, like I said, as part of the process, you'll be doing a draft that you're posting to the discussion board. You'll be doing peer evaluation or instructor evaluation based on the checklist, and then doing revisions based on that initial feedback. So please make sure you reach out to your instructor with any questions on this assignment. Thank you.